have been working at Sagicor for the past 7 years, 3 out of which I have been noted as a top advisor. This is an honor and it's a pleasure and something that I celebrate every day. I ensure that each family, each individual, each company that I meet with, I put their needs first. And you'll find that you create a win-win situation. My proudest moment was to have won the R. Danny Williams Trophy. It gave me a fire to know that I can work hard and accomplish not only goals that I set for myself, but to help my clients achieve their financial stability, their financial goals in the same breath. One of the most proud moments I have is to know that I am able to change persons' lives. Most times when persons call me, it's on the worst day of their lives. Something bad has happened. Death, disability, critical illness. And to know that I can render help, it gives me a different drive. It is what will allow me to wake up at 4 o'clock in the mornings and drive to the country to ensure that my client gets the needed service to help him through or her through a critical illness, a death in the family. I had to be present to sell the policy. I should be present to fulfill my promise, which is to protect under the worst circumstances.
I work with Chancellor Insurance Agency Solicit for Sagicor Life Jamaica. It is important to have your critical illness policy, seeing that critical illnesses are prevalent nowadays. These policies cover different benefits. We have coverages ranging from 500,000 up to 35 million, depending on your circumstances.
In my line of work, I have seen where a lot of persons suffer from critical illness, especially cancer. And this is one of the main reasons that I make sure I place emphasis on every client, every individual that I interact with to ensure that you have critical illness protection.
Insurance is like an umbrella, and it's better to have it and be prepared than not to have it. Cancer can really wipe out or deplete your finances significantly. In addition, it can also cause grave emotional strain on one's family.
My very first claim check was for a family member who had suffered from cancer. And during that same period, I had another client who also had a similar cancer. And the difference that financial assistance made, the individual that did not have the critical illness protection had to wait 6 months before getting an appointment, compared to the person who had the critical illness protection could get the treatment within a day started. I can remember one family in particular, the Graham family. Although one family member was diagnosed with cancer, the experience and the service that I brought to the family has allowed me to become even closer with the family.
I discovered that I had prostate cancer just on a regular routine check with the doctors. The Sagicor policy did help me tremendously.
I am the advisor for not only the husband, the wife, the children, and it's because, I know it's because they saw what had happened to their father after being diagnosed with cancer and how quickly the check was paid out and the assistance that he rendered to the family, because he's a breadwinner. And you need to move fast with a breadwinner because cancer is something that moves on speed. So the quicker you get the help, the quicker you can help yourself.
Financial advice, firm, keep in touch, stay on top. And she's like one of my daughters now.
And when I went there after only a week with the check and the family realized how beneficial insurance is, when I go to the house, I'm no longer referred to as Miss Chin, but as daughter, sister. I'm now a part of the family, just because I was there to help in the worst of situations.
Critical illness is something that you don't need to play with, and you need to take a second look. Miss Chin was very, very critical in that case, because if she didn't talk me into the policy, then maybe I would have some difficulty. So I can tell anybody, think again.
That's a difference that financial assistance can make in a client's life. And we have all the products here at Sagicor to ensure that we protect not only you, but all members of the family. During my years, I have paid out more sickness checks than death checks, and it shows that persons are getting sick more than they're dying. And that is why I encourage persons to ensure they have their critical illness protection. It's as if cancer is a common cold in Jamaica. Every other individual either knows someone who has suffered from cancer or themselves is a cancer survivor.
Times have changed, and really, even very young persons are becoming victims. And that is why each person really needs to have a Sagicor critical illness plan.
It has no regard for class. It is very expensive to treat any critical illness, especially cancer. I remember in 2009, radiation was $1.2 million. Chemotherapy, almost another $1 million. And that was in 2009. In 2015, I'm sure that figure has changed. And a lot of times persons suffer because they cannot find the first dollar to help themselves. And it does not only affect the person that is suffering from cancer, but the family around them. A lot of persons are breadwinners, and without them being able to work, you find that other persons also suffer, although indirectly, from the same illness. So it is best to have your critical illness protection.